would say it's taken me a very long time to fully commit. And in some cases, I could say that I'm not fully committed now. If I had to put a timeline on it, maybe 14, 15 years, something like that. I do think you have to commit. And I do think you have to realize that, if you have other plans, it's likely that you won't follow through with this plan. So I treat it as this is all I have left. And I love it. When it comes to writing, in my creative process, there are a plethora of different things that can happen. Sometimes it starts with one vocal line. There are other times it starts with the piano melody. And that other times it could be a guitar riff. It could be a really cool drum beat that I think would be a cool breakdown idea. They all start on different instruments. Most times it's going to start on a guitar or a piano, like a very basic skeleton of a song. That's where it all starts. And then I just kind of add to it until I'm satisfied. The inspiration for each song is different. I'm storytelling about my life, but in ways that most music listeners are not used to. So sometimes the songs are related, sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's just a cool idea that I think relates to what I'm trying to explain, and it has nothing to do with the overall theme of anything. But because it's my life, there is a chronological order to all of this. I would say that it changes. Every song changes. A lot of it comes from me thinking back and reflecting and saying, how does this song make me feel? That's something that I've been pretty good at ever since I started playing. If something makes me feel a certain way, I know how to communicate that to someone. I do have 2 siblings. Their names are Flynn and Cyrus. Right now, I would have to say something like along the line of The Boys. I think Divine Grave fits pretty good there. Spawn. I think Spawn's a really good character that could have use some Divine Grave. Maybe Blade, Matrix, a lot of that stuff, sci-fi type stuff. I think would be really good, or any movie that has some sort of redemptive feel to it. Because I'm independent, I don't have anyone telling me what I can or can't release, and because of that, you guys have heard everything that I've written up to this point, and if I haven't, it's just because I haven't released it. But I've never looked at a song and said, oh, you can't go out. Everything's on the table, and I can tell you that these songs are pretty much written in chronological order if you can figure out what I'm trying to say in each song. And that goes all the way back to the 2018, 2019 singles with Revenant and Misuse, and it just goes on from there. A creative routine? No. I'm pretty unorthodox. I would say that a song can sit in my head 2 to 3 months before it materializes into something that I actually record. I don't know why I do it that way. It's just how I've always been. And I think part of me believes that if something can stay in my memory that long, then it might be worth keeping around. So if it doesn't stick, then it obviously wasn't good enough. And that's kind of my gauge of like, okay, that was a good idea, it was a bad idea. instead of going off of a feeling of how I feel that day. So that's kind of the gauge. If it stays in my brain for a long enough time, then it's likely going to get pushed out and materialized. No rituals. Not a very religious guy. Yeah, I like to approach everything with a good attitude. So I always remind myself to have fun. Always remind myself that this could be the last time I do this. And that's enough for me to get going creatively. And, I really care about my music, so that's all I really need.